Welcome to the Morning Report, a production of FightBackMedia.com, the #1 source of urban conservative information in America.
Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson, the Morning Report, a production of FightBackMedia.com, 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 and FightBackMediaTV.com. I trust that you are well this morning. It is Wednesday, and it's a lovely, lovely day here in West Central Florida. It is about 79 degrees. I know I'm cold. No, it is still chilly in the house for me anyway. Over the past few days, we've seen the clips of President Trump in the drive-through window at a McDonald's. Now, I am personally amused by it all because if anything, it's one of the greatest trolls in presidential campaign history, hands down, hands down. One of the greatest political trolls in history. We're going to show a couple of clips. We're going to show a clip or two of the president wishing the vice president a happy birthday and maybe offering to send her some flowers or maybe send her some fries. Now, why this is a deal? Now, is it the most important thing ever in this election? Not at all. Not even a little bit. Hardly a blip on the scale. It does point to a strategy that the left has been using for a while. The creation of characters. We saw that first with Barack Obama, didn't we? We saw this creation of this person that, frankly, not many people had ever heard of. On a national or international scale, and his past seemed to be created on the fly, right? Seemed to be created on the fly. We were told that Barack Obama was born in Hawaii to an African father and an American white woman. Other than that, we didn't know much about Barack Obama. Barack Obama was supposed to have been the editor of the Harvard Lampoon, I guess, or the Harvard Law Journal. There you go, Harvard Law Journal. I want to make sure I get that right. But we never found any of the articles that he wrote. He was an editor, so at some point he would have had to have written some articles, right? At some point, you don't just show up and they make you editor. Well, you do show up and they give you a Nobel Peace Prize. But anyway, so we never found any articles that he wrote under the name Barack Obama or Barry Soto or Soturio or whatever the name that he used when he went to Harvard. We didn't see any of that. So that all seemed to be created after the fact, because when you went looking for it, it wasn't there. And when you asked for it, nobody gave it to you. As a matter of fact, they said, "What do you mean? What do you mean that you would question us? What do you mean that you would question him?" Well, when Hillary Clinton went looking for the birth certificate and couldn't find it, said basically that maybe he shouldn't even be eligible to run. The Clinton campaign, the Hillary Clinton campaign, not Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton campaign, were the first birthers. That's what we were calling them. But it was interesting that all that information was so hard to get, and people push back so hard when you ask, "Well, where was the dude born?" And he was born. He's a little older than me. He wasn't born out in the country, so they had birth certificates. I have one. As a matter of fact, a few years ago, I had to get it from the state of New Jersey, so I could get a second or third Florida driver's license. Now, side road, stupidest thing ever. I've only driven a car in the state of Florida. I have never driven a car outside of 20 minutes in Georgia, in Thomasville, Georgia. I have never driven an automobile outside of the state of Florida. I've been driving here since I was 16. But I had to get my birth certificate to prove that I was eligible to drive. Dumb, absolutely dumb, aggravating. Anyway, um, side road, different conversation. But they built this character of Barack Obama, right? And now they're using the very same thing. The problem was they couldn't build Joe Biden. Joe Biden was already built. For the good or the bad, Joe Biden was already built. Too much, too easy to go back and find Bidenisms. Too easy to go back and find voting records. Too easy to do any of that stuff. Well, Barack Obama, you go back to his short Senate career, and you see that he voted president more than anything else. President kept him from leaning on one side of an issue or another for the most part. But you were able to. That was a putty that they were able to build the character of Barack Obama with. They built the character of Barack Obama with, so they were able to build the Obama Chia Pet. You see, is made of clay. I love this. This is one of my prized possessions. I got it at a white elephant. One of those white elephant gift parties you have at Christmas time, and people said that we lost. Oh, I think I won. I still have it. It's still in. It's still in the cellophane. I love it. I'm gonna rip it out at some point. Go to another party, and I'm gonna win. In any case, they were able to build. So they tried the same thing with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris had some success and ended up being the AG of California. And when you're in the legal profession, a lot of the stuff that you do, people don't know about. Even if you do get elected, they don't know about it. It's like judges. People don't know if a judge is this or that unless they get in trouble, right? Because the lawyers who have to go before these people and don't say anything. And if you're in law enforcement, like supposedly Kamala Harris was, nobody quite really, unless you really screw up, nobody questions you. So you can sort of lay low. So she ends up what? A senator, right? You see the same path, kind of laying low. And now a failed presidential candidate, she had to get out of the race before the first primary. That's failure. When you have to get out of the race before people start voting, that's pretty bad. So she gets out of the race, and Joe Biden says, "I'm going to, have a female running mate, a person of color female running mate." So you look around, and the only person that seems that people will buy off on is Kamala Harris, and there she is. I'm here, Joe. I have to wonder if that was the first choice. I have to wonder. But there she is. And now she's vice president. Now, we can say a lot of what happened in the 2020 election, but this is not what this video is about. Because I think, any case, so we fast forward to now, 3.5, 4 years later, and now they're trying to build this backstory on Kamala Harris. As people, now she wants to be president again, and now they're trying to, fill in this backstory. And one of the things, and this is a small thing, but this is part of the thing that we should be looking at, that she says that she worked at McDonald's. Well, why? Because a lot of people, a lot of people in this country's first job was at McDonald's, and or a place just like it. So they have built this mentality that relatability is more important than anything. People said, "Yeah, I have to be able to relate to that." As a matter of fact, we can never relate to that lifestyle. Never, 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 never. Most of us have no idea, and we can't relate to that lifestyle. So they have to make these characters relatable, right? So I worked at McDonald's. Oh, okay. So you're like us. Now, normally, here recently, you can just say this stuff. But there are people who are like, "So you worked at McDonald's while you were in college? Cool. Which one? Where at? Any history of you working at McDonald's? Any pictures of you working at McDonald's? In a stupid little paper cap, and in the polyester top and pants. Isn't it funny that those things, because I worked at Burger King, it's all polyester, you know, and you're working around hot stuff. If that stuff caught fire, you'd be a dead man. That stuff would burn like this on you. It'd be awful. Made of polyester, not cotton, polyester anyway. So did you? Where at? Well, we can't find any history of her working at McDonald's. Not that working at McDonald's is a big deal, but if you say something, it should be true, right? If you say that you did this or that, it should be true. And we're finding out that maybe it wasn't true. Maybe she was just saying stuff. Maybe the campaign just said, say this. That you made up a story. And you made up a story to be relatable. Well, that's problematical because that is tantamount to lying to be relatable. So if this is like the Clintons, if you're lying about this, what else are you lying about? What else will you lie about? If you will lie about such a small point, you could say, you know, a good number of my friends worked at McDonald's. I was fortunate enough that my parents were such that I didn't have to do that, but I understood it. That's a different story. And if it's true, it's a better story. But the story is that I worked at McDonald's in college when you didn't, when you're just lying about it to be relatable, is kind of creepy, actually. So this is why it's funny that Donald Trump, who never worked at McDonald's, ever, or any fast food joint, because he didn't have to in college. That's why this troll is extremely funny. And it wasn't, and folks, this troll isn't meant to win voters. I think a lot of people, I think the media would have you think that this is to win voters. It's not to win voters. It is to entertain his base. Part of Donald Trump is knowing that he has to entertain his base, and it's true, he does. He does. And this moment in time is to entertain his base. Check this out.
Looking for a job, and I've always wanted to work at McDonald's, but I never did. I'm running against somebody that said she did, but it turned out to be a totally phony story. So, President Trump! Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody.
Crazy.
I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody. Look at all the fake news of it.
You want to give it a try?
I do.
You can step it over here. Yep. You're going to grab the mask in 2 hands. And then you can go right into here on the left. Yep, slowly, right here. Slowly, gently lowered into the oil. Don't want to burn yourself. Up, down. There you go. And then we're going to hit our fry timer right here. That one's going good. Now we can drop another one too. So we'll grab one more basket, 2 hands. Yep. We're going to put it right here. Okay. Lower it slowly into the oil. Don't want to burn. Way too good. So then we're just going to hit our fry timer right here.
Right there.
Yep. Now we're waiting for that duty timer. So now when that duty timer comes up, again, hit the timer, take it out the oil slowly, give it a little shake so that we don't get stuck together, and then lower it back into the oil. So we'll probably, this one will probably go off before anybody else. Yep, there we go. That'd be good, you got it. So now lift it out of the oil. 2 hands. Sir, can you slide on that? Shake, and then slowly back into the oil. That's good. Good job. And we got another one going off. So duty timer right here with that button. Good. And then out the oil. Shake. And back into the oil. Very nice. And then our last one is going to go off. We'll give that a few seconds. I'm going to make a few more fries.
That's good. Yeah, let's make some more. Got about 10,000 people out there. That's a big crowd, huh? Okay, let's say. You believe this? Look at this guy. He's a MAGA guy all the way.
Okay, so for his first order, yup.
Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody. This is not a normal situation, is it, huh? How are you? What a good-looking family. How did you produce those good-looking kids? Oh, they look like the wife. They look like the wife. How are you? Nice to see you. That's great. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. And there'll be no charge. Trump is paying for it. Is that okay?
2024.
Oh, you're doing some extra stuff.
Oh, okay, great.
This is all on Trump.
Oh, all of Trump.
I'm allowed to do that, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Let's check and make sure it's
Okay.
everything you said it would
It
be.
better be. It's going to be the best you ever. I made it myself.
You're the man. Make America
That's
great.
their order.
Trump.
Thank you, man.
Thanks,
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good time. Have a good time. That's great, isn't it?
And this
How
is
cute
the
is it?
car.
Okay, next car.
Yes, they get both bags.
You like them both at the same time?
Yes, that is right.
Hello, how are you? You're a good-looking guy. 45, 47. We love you. Come here, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will. I promise. Thank you very much. That's on me. Okay? Have a good time. Thank you very much. I'll see you at the White House. A lot of fun here, everybody.
Oh my God! Oh
Look
my
at the
God!
look at all the fake news over there. Hello, everybody.
You can fake this,
And
right?
you know this is compliments of Trump, okay?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you. Mr. President,
Yes.
please don't let the United States become Brazil, my native Brazil.
We'll keep it
Please,
good.
Please, please.
We're going to make it better than ever, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, Mr.
Compliments
President.
of Trump.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you over there. How you doing? Have a good time.
Thank
Nice
you.
to
You
see you.
too.
Bye,
Thank
darling.
you.
Have a good time. Thank you, honey. Tell you what, it's a great franchise. It's a great company, and they've been very, very nice. And you know, if you look at really what's happening, look at the crowd over there. Look how happy everybody is. They're happy because they want hope. They need hope. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to give much more than hope.
What does working the fryer tell you about the people of Pennsylvania?
Make it fact.
Mr. President, you actually have worked at McDonald's now versus...
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
Are you going to put this on your
I
resume?
never worked here.
Why would she lie about
15 minutes
something
more than
like that?
Kamala. So,
Will it be put on your resume?
I worked at McDonald's.
Why would she lie about that?
Why? Because she's lying Kamala, that's why.
Okay. There's a lot. And again, you saw the sign that I posted, that they posted at the McDonald's, that they were closed until 4 o'clock on that Sunday, because they were doing this. Now, people were still driving. I think drive-thru was still open, and you saw there were still huge crowds out. So this is the greatest. I think this is the greatest troll in presidential history, in presidential campaign history. At least Donald Trump said, yes, I actually handed out bags of fries through a window, something that Kamala Harris can't say, because she can't prove it. Donald Trump can prove it. And again, this entertains his crowd. This bolsters his crowd. And it does show that this is some next level stuff. This is some next level stuff. This is why it's important, because it should bolster his base, and it should get his base to the polls. It should get his base to the polls. It should get his base in places that they thought, like Pennsylvania, why bother? Like in New York, why bother? To the polls. That he's willing to do this. And you hear on some of the clips, the press yelling out questions. One of the questions was, how is doing this going? I mean, how is operating a fryer? What does that tell you about the Pennsylvania voters? Well, you hear the answer. The idea is that these, and this whole idea that this is staged, and Tim Walz is mad because this disrespects the McDonald's worker. Actually, it's just the opposite. This says that all work, whether you're the president of the United States or that you're working drive-through at McDonald's, all work is honorable. All of it. One of the things that I've liked about the pastors that I have had in my life is that all of them were willing to clean a bathroom. So they were all willing to go into a bathroom in the church and clean a bathroom. They were all willing to do that. If it needed cleaning, if a toilet was stopped, whatever, they were all willing to go in there and take care of it. wash their hands and go preach the word of God on the platform. Some in front of, some in front of 20 people, I've been in small churches, and some in front of 2,000 people. All work is honorable. And Trump is showing that. And that's a message that resonates. That's a message that resonates. All work is valuable, whether you're a barista at Starbucks or you work at Target, or you work somewhere at Walmart putting up stock, or you're the president of the United States. All work is honorable. And Trump is showing that. And this is resonating. And this is what scares the left, that these messages resonate. I voted on Monday because early voting started in Florida on Monday. It's now Wednesday. I would hope that a lot of you, the few that watch my program here on YouTube or on Rumble or wherever you happen to see it, that you would think that, you know what, it's time for me to participate. It's time that we stop letting a minority of people decide for the majority. If you are so concerned about the democracy, it is important that everybody participates. If you're so concerned about saving the republic, it's important that everybody participates to save the republic. Here's your opportunity. And to be hyperbolic, this may be your last time. Could very well be. So get on it. My name is Willie Lawson. This has been the Morning Report. Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, I'll take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.